5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm taking a little ride west to the Farmington River in New Hartford, Connecticut. Now, from where I live in Western Mass, the Farmington is only about 20 minutes away, and it's one of the great blue ribbon trout streams of the Northeast. So getting out there isn't hard for me, and I make the trip quite often late in the day to catch an evening rise. And as I've said before, in fishing historic places, sometimes the ride is half the fun. And in the case of heading out to the Farmington, there's a lot of great historic sites you might be passing by depending on which area you're attacking. In this case, we're going to check out the Granville Drum Factory, or what we might call the Noble and Cooley Drum Factory, to be specific. Then we're going to try to catch a few fish. Driving west on 57 will bring you to the town of Granville. And Granville, Massachusetts has very little to offer the world, but one of the things it has is the Granville store here, which has been in operation for quite some time, since the mid-19th century. Granville's a quaint little community. It's very picturesque. They have a library over there. Everybody needs a library. At least they used to, before the internet. But there's something I want to show you here in Granville that a lot of people don't know about. Now, as you're driving south out of Granville, you come to Water Street, and banging a right on Water Street will bring you, yes, to the Noble and Cooley Drum Factory. It's really a family business now, with only the Noble family working at it. And there it is, here on Water Street. They made guns here since, did I say guns? Drums. If you should journey to the Noble and Cooley Drum Factory, there is a drum museum in there, and on Sundays you can take a tour. I think it costs you like $3, but it is well worth the tour. It says established in 1854, but I can tell you from having taken the tour that they were making drums before that, artisanally. Now you can still buy a an authentic Civil War era style snare drum in there, and you can make your own children's drum. They made children's drums, you know, the kind the kid gets and bangs away on Christmas morning and every other morning until you hide the drum on him. They make those drums there. They employed more than 150 people until I believe it was 1995 when NAFTA went into effect and all those people lost their jobs to drums made in Mexico. Oh! That was a bummer. I just had a nice one on a streamer. He got away. I literally have 35 trout in front of me. I can see it. So without going nuts, I'm going to just drop it right on the top of the water and run that stimulator along. See if I can get somebody to come up and give me a taste. There we go. Brown trout, little brown. Stimulator calls them up. I love it when a stimulator works. It makes it so much easier because the stimulator is a large fly and I can easily see where I need. Oh, I gotta put the net out here. Oh yeah, Mr. Brown Trout. Is it a tiger? Oh, here we go.
You can see it's a nice little brown. Nice brown. See? And I'm glad I heard his little mouth, because this is going to stop the worm duggers from getting him. I'm sure he was freshly stocked. And now we put him back in the water. Alright. So, with that done, we got one quick one. Let's see if we can get some more. He pounded that, so I'm in a weird position. I need to probably pull back a little, not spook him. I got trout. You can see trout. There's a trout right there. There's another one over there. There's one there. There's a half a dozen right in front of me. And I got to dry this fly out now. A nice rainbow right there. I got to dry it out and present it. I lost it. I can't see the fly. I'm flying blind. Is it sinking? Yeah, it's sinking. We don't want that. We're going to have to dry it out. Finally, on the Euro nymph, we picked one up. And there's a lot of fish here, so this is kind of making me happy because I finally nabbed one on the Euro nymph, not a big one. Another little brown, I think. So we got a Euro nymph brown and we got a dry fly brown so far. Now there's golden trout out there, there's probably tiger trout out there. Everybody's out there. He hit the dropper. You can see. No, you know what he is? He's a brookie. Look at the size of that brookie. Hello, brookie. Now get out of here. Well, that's good. Brookies are very aggressive fish, though. I don't know what that says. I don't know if I did anything right or not. I caught a fish. That's good. I was actually repositioning. And he fell victim to a dragged nymph. Now, I was dragging it along. And one of the things that Vlad says, Vlad's the guy that invented Euro nymphs, Euro nymphing, is that you should drag it very gently. Not too hard. You got to maintain connection, contact with your nymphs. You can't lose contact. And I feel like I've been losing contact with the nymph. What I have here is I've got contact with what's called a stick. There's a golden trout right under it. I have to back off here and snap it off. Oh, sad. That is sad. So what I do real quick, when I set up my Euro nymph rig, I just lost my nymphs, so I have to set up the rig, is I take my micro swivel. I use a micro swivel, see, so I got my main line here, 4-pound test, and it's bicolor, goes from orange to brown. And then I got some more 4-pound test, clear. I'm going to go through my micro swivel and I'm going to tie a simple clench knot. This is where I'm going to suspend my my second nymph. This is my easy way of doing it. There are going to be some people that say, oh, there's better ways, and there probably are better ways. I am not an expert, but this is what I like to do. So I come to my clench knot, right? And now I got my point nymph down here, or my anchor nymph. Sometimes I call it the anchor nymph, sometimes I call it the point nymph, and I'm going to tie one on real quick. And he hit the pink. I'm going to go with the pink. So we're going to throw on one of the pinks down here at the bottom, right here, pink. See that? This little pink guy. Put him on the bottom. I'm going to come up above him and I'm just going to lay on going to go with a Copper John for my second nymph. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to do it today. Quite often, my second nymph is something that floats. Maybe I should. You know what? I probably should. So, thread my nymph and then make a quick 5 wrap. See, I'm using this speckle leader. I really like it. It's very fine and it's strong. Another pink. This little dry fly guy. Oh, the golden came over to look. Goldens don't do that. Okay, I'm going to be patient. Let it get down. Ooh, that might have been a hit. Let it get down. Oh, there we go. Oh, missed him. Oh. I don't know if you can see all those golden trout right there. There's like 6 golden trout right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they glow. There's others up at the head of the pool. They are not hitting what I'm throwing, I'll tell you that. There's one up here, I think it's more active than the others. There's also a bunch of brown trout with them, so that's good. But I don't even know how many golden trout are in this pool. There's a bunch. I've never caught one. They're hard to catch. Maybe it's just my experience. Maybe they're not hard to catch. Maybe I shorten up and check dump them. Do you see that guy right on that branch? That's one of them pterodactyls. That blue heron is looking right down here because there's all these golden trout. And he's going to eat them. The state of Connecticut has spent a lot of money creating heron food. They stick out like a sore thumb.